Watching Game Night.
Well, good evening and welcome to our high school edition of Game Night. I'm Brian Sanders. Emotional start to the football weekend last night as the Bastrop Bears returned to the field for the first time since those wildfires destroyed much of their community. They honored first responders at halftime, gave the town something to celebrate with a 48-23 win over San Marcos. Elsewhere, teams now in their fourth game trying to get some footing as we approach district play. Let's take you to the action. Austin High needing a win after a heartbreak loss last week, taking on Cedar Park, who seems to have found their rhythm. First quarter, Brian Hogan up top to Nathan Harwell, falling backward for the touchdown catch, and then Hogan on the keeper, able to take it in nearly untouched. All of that still in the first quarter. Second quarter, Michael Bernardo finding a lane, walks into the end zone. Maroons just could not stop that Cedar Park machine, and then trouble on offense as the ball ricochets off the fingertips of Caleb Jones into the hands of Thompson McDougal, and he returns it for 6. Timberwolves step on the gas tonight at Gupton Stadium, 69-0 the final there. That game will air in its entirety tomorrow night on KBVO. Elsewhere around the area, two 5A powers going in opposite directions right now. Westlake and Pflugerville Panthers still looking for their first win of the season, while the Shaps have won 2 straight. Pflugerville threatening, though, early. Blaine Krumke has his pass, though, chased down by Quentin Buck for the pick to end the first quarter, and to start the second, watch Bryce Dolezal hurdle defenders to clear his path to the end zone. Great run for the score. They would tack on a field goal to make it a 10-0 lead. Panthers would catch a break on the final play of the half. Krumke heaving it up on the Hail Mary, and Elvin Iloka winning the jump ball at the back of the end zone, but Westlake has since taken control, 45-14 in the fourth. Shaps are 3-1. Each has one more game before district. All right, Westwood winners tonight. They're 4-0. They will open district against Stony Point, who had their hands full against a nationally ranked DeSoto team at Reeves Stadium. Eagles won that state 7-on-7 tournament this year. Opening drive, Devon Rushing, great move for a running back, great name for a running back, rather. With the spin move, Stony Point would answer out of their wild tiger formation. Brazon Fresh right up the middle. Also another good name for a running back, but too much firepower on the other side as DeSoto gets some revenge off last year's loss. Raheem Wilson up top to Tony Cook, and DeSoto figures to stay perfect this week. They drop Stony Point to 2-2. It's 35-7 DeSoto in the fourth. Up in Killeen, McNeil trying to get back on track against the Kangaroos. Round Rock tries to run the ball, but Justin Acker stripping the ball out of his hands and recovers the fumble, returning it into Maverick territory. Killeen quarterback Garrett Gaskamp gives it to Tyler Fye, who doesn't run it but would pass it to Miles Hill near the end zone, and Killeen would shove it over the goal line. Bottom line, Mavs get toppled by Killeen tonight, 28-6, or rather that's a fourth quarter score. Two playoff teams from a year ago, Vista Ridge and McCallum at House Park, both looking for some momentum. Rangers quarterback Blake Estes off the fake, keeps it himself, goes 20 yards for the score to make it 7-0, trying to extend that lead deep in McCallum territory, except big Stephen McDade comes up with the interception, and it's ball back over to the Knights. Still first quarter, Griffin Stuser, their quarterback, back to pass, airs it out to Dion Price in full stride, and he's gone for the touchdown. That would tie the game. They would connect once more before the half and score again. It was a one-possession game at last check. Still 28-20 in the fourth quarter at House Park. Hendrickson trying to keep it going while LBJ is trying to get it going tonight at the Hawks home field, and the Hawks cover some green in a hurry. Bryce Helton, Dajae Johnson, who keeps his feet down the sideline, turns upfield, no one in sight for the easy touchdown. Surely they wouldn't do it again, except they do. Helton giving it all he's got to Johnson, who even slows to a jog near the goal line, almost gets caught from behind, but officials say he broke the plane in time before the fumble, and that was another score. That would have been a tough lesson, though. Nonetheless, Hendrickson all over LBJ tonight, 49-16 in the fourth quarter. They open district against Connolly next week, and boy, the Cougars are a force to reckon with this year against Akins at the Burger Center tonight. One-handed catch there by Gerald Yarbrough from DeJohn Williams for the touchdown. Cougars marching back downfield, trying to do it again, but Akins foils their plan. Andy Armendariz with the interception, able to return it back in Connolly territory. Had the sideline fired up. DeAndre Randall would score on the ensuing possession off the direct snap, pushing the pile over the goal line, but Connolly blocks the point after, returns it for 2, and then took it from there. Williams scrambling, finds Terrence Fowler for the touchdown, and Connolly improves to 4-0 with a 52-6 win tonight. Beautiful night down in Hays County. Homecoming for Hays High School. The Rebels in a tug-of-war with the Hutto Hippos tonight. Hays throwing the first punch tonight, though. Caleb Kimbrough going deep over the middle to Mason Cervenka for the score. Hutto would respond in kind, and then Hays would counter again, this time with Michael Romero around the end and cuts upfield, and he's gone for the lead again. Ensuing kickoff, though, not what they drew up as far as coverage goes, and A.J. Lopez gets Hutto right back in the game with an 80-plus yard kickoff return. One quick move up the middle, and he's finally wrestled down inside the 20, setting up a Greg Petrie touchdown, and the Hippos pull out the spoiler, 27-13 to improve to 4-0. A lot of great action tonight. Lake Travis, big winner in Kerrville over Tivy, 56-14, as the Cavaliers stay unbeaten. When we come back, night and day difference for the Longhorns returning to the Rose Bowl for the first time since the '09 national title game. Roger Wallace has a report from Pasadena next.